Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently looking for some challenge, and we haven't found any just yet. Let's go ahead and tick forward 4 days here to get our repair work done. Excellent. Double check the mech bay just to make sure there aren't any issues. There really shouldn't be. Yeah, there absolutely are not. Let's hop into the command center here.
Take off your shoes.
Not the command center. The barracks is the one we want to go into because we need to see if we can do any mech warrior promotions. So let's see what we've got here. So far, a whole lot of nothing. Ooh, Panzer actually can grab a point of guts. Fantastic.
Mech warrior training complete.
What else? I mean, Poet could probably get stuff, but no, actually, surprisingly not.
What's up, boss?
Rain is fine. Succubus is, of course, maxed. And Taboo? Yeah, that's all we've got. Okay. Well, let's see what we can find here for some challenge, shall we? This is actually a little inauspicious. It's a 10-day travel to go capture a base in a Martian biome. This is definitely the most challenging thing here. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Any free priority salvage here? Nope, this is a anti-free priority salvage. We're gonna run it straight down the middle, and off we go. Yeah, it's gonna take us 10 days to get there, and I should have done that before we ticked forward and repaired, but here we are. We're not gonna have a financial report between now and then, and getting us onto a Martian biome isn't necessarily ideal, but we'll probably find some challenge there. And, I mean, changing to a different system is not the worst idea right now. Apparently it's poker night. We're going to play casually. Fantastic. A tech point boost for 7 days that we don't currently need, but we may after this mission. Okay. We're arriving now, and we're ready to deploy. Go ahead and proceed there, Darius. Fantastic. What do we got? This should be our loadout from last time. And this looks acceptable to me. I think we bring this. It's going to be a Martian biome, so things are going to be a little spicy on the heat. But most of our mechs are reasonably flexible on their heat output. They can dump the heat, but they can also back off just a little bit. And yeah, the Awesome has some tonnage issues. I don't believe you, Darius. You keep saying this, and I keep not believing you. So we're going to go here, and honestly, I'm strongly considering going over to planet rating instead of company rating. I just think that RogueTech is massively underestimating us. We'll see what they give us here, but that's definitely something I'm considering. But as I was saying, our mechs are pretty flexible, by and large, in their heat output. In more cool biomes like tundra, or if they're standing in water, they can just pump the heat. But they can also back off just a little bit and still put out most of their damage while not putting up too much heat. It's a good position to be in, I feel like. So we need to capture the bioweapon storage site. Oh, this sounds safe. We've got a developing situation, Commander, and we need immediate aid from a reliable mercenary company. Oh, well, that's not us. A covert pirate team was investigating reports of a cache of bioweapons on an otherwise abandoned world. We've tracked down 4 of these caches in the periphery over the last 20 days and disposed of them safely. The team was about to signal for an extraction when their signal went dead.
Online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Indeed. All systems are nominal. We have reason to believe that pirate forces have taken control of the cache site and eliminated our covert team. We need you to take that site and signal our disposal team. I'll ask the obvious question. How do we know they won't just keep the bioweapons for themselves? Then again, if we second-guessed every job, we'd be broke. Indeed we would, Darius, so let's go. We're in the AO. Fantastic. You can see the Dust Devils on the Martian surface there. Not really Martian, but it's a Martian biome. Don't bring souvenirs. Okay. We have allies, and the allies are right on the opposite side of the base. That's neat. We could start, like, over here, just out of LOS, and poke out over this way, or could we get up the hill? Land up over here? No? We could position up here, take the ridge. But honestly, I kind of want to take the suggested approach here. Yeah, deploy Forbidden up this way. That's nice that it actually says that in the tooltip. I never noticed that before. Is that new? I don't know. Regardless, we're going to deploy here. We might have to make our way around for a couple turns. We'll see. We should get the bioweapon storage site scouted basically immediately. Hello, that's a pirate mech.
I could get used to this place.
All right.
A phase
Keep your
12
eyes open
mover, huh?
and watch your sensors.
We might be able to get some rear arc on him.
Hey, do we get hazard pay for fighting on this rock?
We do indeed get hazard pay, but we also get rear arc on this grasshopper. We're going to take it.
Heading out. Full speed.
Yeah, our hit odds are a little low, but if we manage to pull this off, then this grasshopper could be eliminated very quickly. And yeah, this was fully expected. We're not going to fire the improved heavy laser because of those hit odds.
Putting one in the back.
Okay. Not amazing hits there. The Apollo moves up. This is our allied Apollo. Point blank misses most of those missiles. Sadly, the PPC hit the arm on the grasshopper. Enemy Marauder moves up. Does not fire.
How's it going?
Now, our Salamander does get rear arc on the grasshopper. Okay. I feel like this could kill it, but again, hit odds are not the best. We're not going to fire the lasers due to heat concerns.
Target locked.
That's a pretty wide spread there. We definitely got close to taking out that rear armor.
Commander.
Now, I don't think the Orion can get into rear arc here, but it can position
Understood. Moving
here.
fast.
And these are decent hit odds into the side arc. We'll take it. Missing the Gauss, but that's okay. Cool.
Hey.
Now, the Battle Master. I feel like we do get rear arc here. Yes, we do. We move up. We Warlord that. Light him up. Ooh, missed everything. Sad. That grasshopper is going to move now, and that is very unfortunate that we weren't able to take it down. But we did a lot of damage to it. Sadly, we're not going to be able to utilize a lot of that. Wait. It's going for the Cyclone. We may still be able to hit rear arc. We'll have to come out over this way, though. That's a pretty wide swing. We're going to be hitting side arc into its weak side, though, and I feel like that's okay. They do have another unit out there that we don't know about. Okay, that's like an AC-10. And that is actually a champion. Cool.
Aye, aye.
The Bull Shark is going to sprint up over this way where we have direct fire LOS here. And I would love to fire on the champion here. We're going to fire in artillery mode. We have to, which means that we should probably actually fire on the Marauder. We'll go ahead and Warlord, boost those odds a little bit. It is round 1 after all.
Target confirmed.
Good hits.
I hear
Okay,
ya.
next up is the Boar's Head. The Boar's Head is going to do largely the same thing, although we could go for the Grasshopper. I'm not going to. We're going to fire out at the champion here. I think we still, due to range, have to be in artillery mode. Yes, that is true. We'll Warlord this and fire on the champion.
This should be good.
Sadly, our Arrow 4 going a bit wide there, but that champion is unsteady. In fact, both of them are unsteady.
Ready for
The Madcap Mark II is going to move up over here, and we'll check these hit odds. Obviously, we fire on the champion. And since it's round 1, we'll Warlord. We'll light him up.
target acquired.
Ooh, that's a Gauss hit. I like it. I didn't actually expect one there. The Corsair moves in. And we'll Warlord. 56% on that champion. I don't think we get a knockdown here, but... Oh, both of them missing. With that, definitely no knockdown. I can tell you that right now. They have another unit out there. Oh, that's actually their turret. Sure. No problem there. Our friends are not going to last very long over here, in all honesty, but that's okay. We don't really mind all that badly that they're going after our friends. It's completely okay. Round 2. So we'll see what... Oh, actually, 13 and 10. They move very late. That's great. We're very happy about that. This is going to be... I mean, I guess I did a smattering of damage to that Marauder, but I would have preferred that they go for the turrets over here, in all honesty. That Cyclone is probably not going to last very long in that position. We're going to close in a bit with our Orion.
Moving to position.
We are in a radiation field here. I definitely should have noticed that. But let's... This is spicy. Okay. For heat reasons, I don't really care about the ER medium. I think we fire on the champion.
Locking on.
That may well be a knockdown or a kill. It's a kill. Slug ammo explosion. Neat.
Target neutralized.
Okay, the Awesome is going to close in here. It'll have to sprint to get past these guys. That's okay. And we can fire on the Marauder or on the Grasshopper. Hit odds are actually better on the Marauder. Now, we're a little concerned about heat with those heavy PPCs, so we'll only fire the one.
Firing.
That's a lot of damage to that Marauder. It's not going to last very much longer. Okay, this is going to be our next allied unit. We'll see what the Apollo decides to do. It goes for the Grasshopper. Okay, that's neat, I guess. Not hugely impactful. The Salamander moves in, and I feel like the Salamander goes for the Grasshopper here. Like, I think this is just straight up a kill.
On it.
Maybe not, but it is a knockdown. Actually, not a knockdown. But this Grasshopper is not feeling so good. We're going to move in with our Battle Master, and we'll check hit odds. The Battle Master could guaranteed finish the Grasshopper, and I think that's what we're going to go with here. I feel like it's not the best suited to go for the Marauder. So Torso Destruction and Explosive Decompression. Hull Breach check. Health 1 of 3, and that should incapacitate. Perfect. There we go.
Standing
The
by.
Bull Shark is now going to honestly move out over like this.
Affirmative.
And I think we'll just drop the Long Tom over here and not the LRM-20.
Firing on target.
I'm not going to call that on target.
Waiting for order.
Kind of near target, maybe? But not on target.
Position
We're going to move the Madcat Mark II forward through the radiation field, and I would love to Warlord this, but that's not going to be a thing. So we'll just see what we get. Absolutely nothing is the answer. That's fine. I mean, we are at long range here, and there's a radiation field, so
What can I do
fair
for
enough. The Boar's Head is going to move up. We're going to see about finishing this. I'm not going to fire the Sniper Artillery due to heat.
Tell me what to shoot.
Nice. Torso Destruction.
There's more where that came from.
And he is now unsteady, which allows the Corsair to move forward in the radiation field. Which, by the way, the radiation field, yeah, it gives additional heat, but it is harder to hit units standing in a radiation field. Not really that relevant for some of these mechs, but for some of them, it's very relevant.
Attacking from position.
Both of those Gauss rifles missing as well.
Damn it, I missed.
Okay. So that's an Ion Raptor. Okay, it's a 70-tonner running a lot of short-range weaponry. The Marauder closes, not really closes in, but kind of runs around a little bit and then fires its PPC at the Salamander. Not too concerning. And the laser's going for the Apollo there. That's unsurprising. I would really like it if those guys would kill those turrets. Granted, we can kill the turrets too. It's not a big deal. We'll just have to get in position for it. Yeah, that Apollo, not doing so well. Completely expected over there. Is that a turret with LOS? Maybe this heavy sniper turret. Cyclone moves in and actually melees that heavy sniper turret. It's sitting on the ground, but last I knew you couldn't melee those. That might have been a change that they made recently that's undocumented. Neat. The Awesome is going to step forward here. And we're going to fire at the Marauder. We can probably get away with firing our second heavy PPC this time, and yep, we indeed can. This could easily be a kill if we hit. Not quite the hits we needed, but that Marauder is very close to dead.
Commander?
The Mad Cat is going to step forward, and we are going to continue to plink away with those Gauss rifles. That's a hit. And a pilot ejection. Perfect.
Commander.
So the Salamander is, at this point, going to sprint up over here. This does give us range on that heavy sniper turret. Due to heat, we're only going to fire one MRM-40. This may or may not be enough. It depends on crits.
Target's taken a critical hit.
It's a whole lot of crits, but it wasn't the crits we needed. The Orion is trying to move up a bit, I guess. And we're just going to fire the Clan LRM-20 at the heavy sniper turret. And we're hoping to get that finished off. There we go. Fantastic. The Battlemaster is going to sprint forward and sink heat. There we go. There is that mech way out there. Okay, they're going for the heavy Calliope. I like it. Not really doing too much to it, but sure. At least you're getting some damage out before you die. That Ion Raptor moves in a bit, but it's not too relevant at that range.
Yes,
I am hoping, however, that we get some LOSs over here. That's what we're looking for. So we're going to fire on the Ion Raptor. It's out of range of everything but the Long Tom right now. That's okay.
Will go.
Got a mediocre hit there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
The Boar's Head is going to move up. It's
you, Commander.
also able
Moving
to
out.
fire its artillery. And so it shall.
Uh-huh.
We're just looking to strip off some armor at this time. That's a solid hit with the Arrow 4.
Yep.
Corsair moves up, and it can actually
I'll do
start
what I
blinking
can.
away with its light Gauss. Pretty good hit odds, honestly.
Copy that.
Only one hit there, but that's okay.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Okay, they're going for the Apollo. LRM ammo explosion means that Apollo is knocked down, and the Apollo is honestly super dead here. Like, super dead. Not if they keep hitting armor, though. Okay. The Apollo is actually okay for now. Not for too much longer. The Awesome is going to sprint forward, and I guess we'll just sink heat.
Ready
Seems
for
okay.
orders. Copy that.
The Orion can step forward and fire the Gauss rifle. This is more of a pot shot than anything. Consider it like suppressing fire. I don't know.
Damn it.
Was always pretty unlikely to hit that, but that's okay. Cyclone moves and fires on the heavy Calliope. Does a little damage, sure.
What do you need?
Our Corsair is going to step up over here, and hit odds should be starting to get pretty decent on this Ion Raptor at this point. We can still only fire the light Gauss, though, and let's see what we get. 2 misses. Sad.
I missed.
That is actually quite unlucky,
Commander.
but it's not the end of the world. The Bull Shark will position out over here.
Roger that.
We're going to keep firing that Long Tom.
Engaging target.
That was kind of a rear arc hit there. Not amazing.
Good to go.
The Salamander is not really in a position to do much of anything other than climb this hill,
Let's go.
and we can fire at this large laser turret. We could actually kill the large laser turret here. Do it.
Engaging target.
And we got it.
That turret is gone.
Perfect. 2 turrets left.
What now?
The Battle Master is going to move forward and kind of pot shot out at the Ion Raptor. Actually, these are pretty good hit odds.
Locking in target.
Got a few hits in there.
What can I do for
And the
you?
Boar's Head is going to position like over here where we've got... I mean, we're going to have to fire this indirect anyway. But we're going to fire at the Ion Raptor, see what we can get. We've shredded off a lot of armor. Ooh, that's a knockdown. That's also a structure exposure. Now, we're probably not going to be able to have particularly good LOS on him anymore. And we don't know where that structure exposure is. The Mad Cat does still have LOS.
Moving out.
Okay. Warlord it. Light him up.
Firing.
1 hit into the CT, I think, there. Nice. And a pilot ejection.
Proceed to the next objective.
Cool. So we've got the base turrets now. There's only 2 of them. And we'll see what our allies decide to do here. The Apollo shoots at the Heavy Calliope, gets a structure exposure on it, and destroys it. Great. And then the Apollo gets shot at by the other turret. His armor gets shredded decently well there, but that's fine. This guy goes for the Heavy Calliope, does very little. Now, it's going to be kind of rough for us to get LOS. We're probably going to have to lob indirects at this Calliope. But we should be reasonably okay at that.
Target. Waiting for orders.
I'm sure they won't mind us dropping artillery on the bioweapons facility, right? Oh, I'm sure they'll be okay with that.
Receiving.
Who could possibly have a problem with dropping artillery on a bioweapons site? I'm sure it'll be fine.
Copy that.
Next up is the Battle Master, which isn't going to do anything of note. And next up
Standing
is the
by.
Mad Cat Mark II.
You want fast?
No problems here.
Fast.
Problems may be about to ensue, though, because, as I said, we're dropping artillery on a bioweapons site. We're not going to fire the sniper artillery here due to heat.
No sweat.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there was no collateral damage.
Yep.
The Corsair is going to sprint up over here.
Let's move.
And finally,
Awaiting
our
orders.
Bull Shark. Once again,
Go.
I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure this is going to cause no problems. Actually, let's not fire the Long Tom due to heat. We'll just fire the LRM-20.
Roger that.
And it's not to prevent problems, but just because of heat.
Take that.
Next round, we'll fire the Long Tom if it's still up. The Apollo is not shooting, and then getting shot at by the turret. Cool. Honestly, I don't think it'll survive until the Long Toms is ready to go again. I don't think it'll live that long. Probably not going to fire any more artillery at it, actually. The Cyclone itself backs off, fires at the Heavy Calliope. Does get some internal damage there. Always nice. The real question is, are we going to have another Lance once we actually scout the base?
May I interest you in self-harm?
Guess we'll find out. That's the turret's gone,
Destroyed. How's it going?
and I wouldn't be shocked
Hauling it.
if they do have another one. At least 1 lance of reinforcements in the field. We may have already killed that, though. Active fixed defenses, we already killed those. So all we need to do, I think, is just occupy the site.
What's up?
We'll need
Doc?
to get out of combat to get up there more quickly. That's okay. I think we've destroyed the Op-4.
I'm here. I'll try.
Yes, Commander.
Guess we'll find out.
Here we go.
Oh, we do have another one here. That'll be
Yeah.
the Corsair. So yeah, we'll get out of combat here, and we'll be able to move much more quickly now. Well, actually, we still need to move the Boar's Head. It'll just sink his heat. Okay. Surprisingly, the Apollo lived. But let's go occupy this.
Heading out.
Right, Commander.
I think we already
Onward.
killed the reinforcement. We definitely already killed the turret. So
Position confirmed.
let's move on in.
Copy that.
Should have this captured within 2 rounds. Yeah, these guys are going to run around a bit. No big deal.
Moving to position.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Continue closing in. We may still have another lance that spawns when we capture it, but I don't think that we will, is my guess. Next round is when we'll capture it. Let's see.
I've got eyes on hostile
Okay, there is another
heading
lance.
your way.
Off over here. Okay. What do we got there? We see a marauder, an archer, a stalker, and a roughneck. That's a pretty big lance, actually. I was thinking about putting a cut in. It's around that time. But I think that we can clean this up relatively quickly. I don't think this is going to be like a 1-hour marathon. So what we're going to do here is we're not going to put in a cut. We're instead going to just move up over here. Actually, I'm going to reserve and let all of them move. We're not in LOS of them right now. So we're going to let all of them move first. And to get rid of their evasive. And then we should be able to pop up on this ridge, most of us, fairly quickly. And take them down, once again, fairly quickly.
Copy that.
So this is going to be 3 of them will have moved now, and then the last one in round 13. Okay. Yeah, shooting at the Apollo. Not shocking. One more reservation.
Waiting for the right move.
Let's see what the Stalker does. Probably goes for the Apollo as well. It's fine. Okay.
Receiving you.
Our Salamander is going to move up to here.
Roger.
We have Side Arc on this Roughneck, and that is actually perfect. I'm going to Warlord it to boost it even further. And let's hit this Roughneck hard. Structure exposure, and we got a head hit. Neat.
Waiting for orders.
The Awesome is going to sprint up the hill. It does not get into direct LOS, but we can continue to hit the Roughneck. Low hit odds, but regardless, got an upper arm destruction out of it.
Take that.
Okay.
What now?
The Battle Master is going to kind of turn here and sprint up the hill. Next round is when it's going to get into full LOS.
What can I do
The
for
Boar's
you?
Head will step up. Once again, we're going for the Roughneck. We'll Warlord that, boost those odds a bit. But even if we miss a bit, we are expecting damage.
All weapons are go.
Excellent. Got some armor
Waiting
damage
for
in there.
orders.
The Orion actually can get direct fire LOS. So we're going to move up, Warlord that, and we are going to hit that Roughneck. This could easily kill it.
Locking on target.
Not a guarantee, but it could. Shoulder destruction, sure. A bunch of crits there.
Think I hit something good.
Okay.
Aye, aye.
The Bull Shark is going to kind of sprint forward here, although I really shouldn't have sprinted that. And we're just going to drop our Long Tom and LRM-20 on the Roughneck. We'll Warlord that. And there they go. Kaboom. Plus 600 heat.
That's
Wow.
gonna hurt.
No kidding. The Apollo moves up, does not fire. Not surprising.
What's up, boss?
Madcap Mark II is going to start climbing the hill here. Next round, it'll get into LOS. And the Corsair is a little bit down the hill as well. We'll try to get it up. Okay, next round. We'll see what our allies do. I'm not expecting much. Maybe he comes up here and shoots at the Roughneck, point blank, though. That would actually be pretty good. Come up here, shoot at the Roughneck. He actually charges. He hits the charge. That's guaranteed a knockdown on the Roughneck. I mean, he's going to get hit with artillery. He's in the splash zone. There's no doubt about that. We're going to move our Awesome up here where we have direct LOS. Checking hit odds. Obviously, we go for the Roughneck.
Locking target.
There we go. One Roughneck down.
Are there none who can stand before me? Need
Next up, the Magcat. And that does get direct LOS.
Copy that.
Perfect. We'll fire on probably the archer here. Technically, hit odds on the Gauss are slightly higher on the Stalker. Nice, a through armor crit on the SRM.
Think I hit something good.
Okay, the Battle Master is going to move up here as well.
Okay.
And just checking those hit odds. Again, higher on the Stalker.
Say so.
Some decent armor damage there.
Orders.
The Orion steps forward a bit.
Acknowledged.
Better hit odds there on the Archer.
Engaging with punch.
Structure exposure, and the Archer is unsteady. I like it.
Yep.
Next up is the Corsair, which may not be able to get into LOS here. Actually, it can. I like it. It can just fire on the Archer, but that's all we need.
Firing.
That's an arm down. Maybe a knockdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's a knockdown. That Archer not doing so well. And they're going to move their Stalker forward. Going for the Cyclone. That's probably a kill. Actually, it isn't.
Let's do this.
Our Salamander is going to walk up here. This is a guaranteed kill on the Archer, or a lot of armor shred on the Stalker. And we're going to go for the armor shred on the Stalker here, I feel like. Because a lot of people can hit that. Not as many are in a position to do this armor shred on the Stalker and get a structure exposure on it. So I'm okay with this. We may end up destroying our friendly mech with friendly fire artillery here. We'll see. They are going to move their Marauder in. Firing on our Salamander. Not getting a whole lot done there. Maybe a stray shot, though.
My armor's melting off.
I feel like that was a stray shot.
Waiting on you,
The boy's
Commander.
head is going to climb the hill a little bit.
Got it.
I'm looking at these positions. I think we're going to fire on the Marauder and see what happens.
Roger that. Firing on target.
That wasn't bad, actually.
Commander.
I liked that. The Bull Shark is going to climb the hill a little bit
Border
and
confirmed.
do the same thing. Fire on the Marauder with the Long Tom.
Copy that.
That's a structure exposure. And maybe a knockdown on the Marauder.
Report.
That's a knockdown on the Marauder. Excellent.
My mech is
So
overheating.
at this point, the Archer gets up. It's not doing so well. And what's it going to do? Go for the Cyclone? I would. No, it's going for a Salamander. Okay, I really don't care about that.
Reporting minimal damage.
They're shooting at me.
The Apollo moves up and does not fire. Okay. Base 26 is going to be the Cyclone. We'll see what it decides to do here. It's definitely in danger. There's no doubt about that. It's moving up and rear arc attacking, or actually side arc attacking that Stalker. That's very bold. Got some internal damage there, though.
Receiving you.
Neat. We're going to move up with our Mad Cat.
On the move.
And really, I'd like to fire at the Marauder here.
Roger.
Okay. I was hoping for some stray shot, but that'll do.
Take that.
Yes, Commander.
Our Orion is going to step forward, has a direct LOS on all three of these. I think the Stalker is the target here. This is, I think, very likely a kill on that Stalker.
Firing.
Especially with that CT hit there. There we go. Very nice.
Hostile
One dead Stalker.
eliminated.
Let's finish this.
I hear you.
The Boar's Head is going to not move forward, but we're just going to drop artillery right on the Marauder right now. This should be a kill on the Marauder. Well, maybe not, actually. We can't fire the LRM-20.
Time
That's
to
okay.
die.
We're looking for an unsteady, actually, from the Archer here.
Another hit like
That's a pilot ejection on the Archer.
Thy will be done.
Nice.
On my way.
So the Awesome is going to move forward and finish the job on the Marauder. Then all we're going to have to do is occupy the site.
Confirmed.
There we go. So there's our dropship, indicating that there are no additional enemies.
Mech destroyed.
So let's just make our way on down at this point. The Battlemaster is going to sprint down for the occupation site. And honestly, everyone else, I'm just going to brace.
Awaiting orders.
We don't need to move anybody
Roger
else.
that. Standing by. Managing
Okay.
heat.
Apollo runs around a bit. And to save time, the Battlemaster is just going to sprint into the capture zone.
Moving to
Everyone
position.
else, brace. And there we go. Disposal team is inbound. Let's get out of here before somebody decides to fire artillery at the bioweapon site again. And that somebody would be me. Okay, so we're out of there. That was not too bad. We honestly didn't take very much damage. Not all that challenging. Granted, it's a Martian biome, so you don't want to take too much damage. Those, depressurization checks can be tough. 1.2 million C-bills, and barely took anything. In terms of salvage, what do we want here? How much do we even have? 2 priority salvage. The Ion Raptor parts wouldn't be the worst idea. That said, there's an Engine XL here that we could sell for like 250,000. 7 double heat sinks in 1 stack. We're taking that. As far as the kits go, we have 2 of those, so I'm not too concerned about it. Let's just grab the XL engine. There we go. 3 medium pulse laser rakers, not too bad. What do we have there right now? We have none. Okay. 2 Artemis 4 FCSs. We have a couple of those. DFA leg damage ++ there. I'm probably never going to use those. I'm not a huge fan of DFA. And we'll just sell those generic. What was that even? Heat sinks? I think that was heat sinks. I remember that we didn't want it, but I don't remember what it was. Just did not care. As far as damage goes, we took a little bit, to be sure. But probably no more than like 50,000 C-bills worth. It's not a lot, in all honesty. It really, really wasn't. It is, however, past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to be continuing to look out for some challenge. Leave me a comment if you think that we should switch over to planet rating so that we can actually control the level of challenge we're up against, because that's definitely something I'm interested in doing, and I would like to know if you guys are interested in doing it as well. How much is this going to cost? 31,000? Cool. Not much at all. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time.